Hey guys, what's up? It's Marquita. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me on another video. I appreciate you stopping in to catch another video today. So in this video, I am going to be creating a trifold hash sheet. I got some inspiration from Instagram from a fellow planner babe named Planner Babe Brooke. She is super fabulous and awesome. And so she does lots of trifolds in her planner and I decided to add one to this week's layout. And so I'll show you that. And then we're going to be creating a trifold hash sheets of sorts for next week. So I am super excited to show you that. So if you want to see my hash sheet creation using the trifold method, then make sure to stick around. All right, so I've got some supplies here. I've got washi. I've got this accessory pack from the Happy Planner, which is super cute. I haven't gotten a chance to use this yet. So if you look on the back, it shows you everything that's included. So I'm going to be using this paper here. Everything else I am not going to be using today, but I'm going to be creating the trifold using these filler paper sheets right here. So let's go ahead and open it up. I've also got my stickers here. I'm going to be using the stickers on dashboards today, which I just put on discs here and it really works out super well. So we're going to be using those stickers. And then I've also got my slicer here. So you're going to need a slicer and of course my scissors as always. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to open up this filler paper and then we're just going to make a half sheet, which is going to be super cute. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. And again, we're just going to create a simple half sheet and it's going to be super cute and it's going to trifold. So we're going to put everything to the side besides 2 sheets of filler paper. So let's put that to the side here. Okay, so we've got our filler paper here. And really quickly, let me show you my current trifold half sheet, which has been super functional. And it just gives me a little bit more space. And you guys know I love half sheets because I love keeping track of some important things here. And it just serves as a snapshot of the week for me. And so I can just come here and I can see really quickly at a glance what I've got going on. And so as a part of my pre-planning process, when I sit down on Sundays to plan or beforehand, I always create a half sheet first. And what I do is I plan everything else around this half sheet. So it's very important to have this in my planner. So let's go ahead and flip to next week just so I'm going to be able to pop it right in here. And I'm not quite sure yet if I'm going to be using this student planner for next week because I actually am anticipating a teacher planner and I may also be doing some plan with me's using the hourly pages. So we'll see all about that and what I decide to do. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and pop it in here so I know that it's going to go with this particular week. So I can put my planner to the side for now. And so I'm just going to walk you through the steps. It's super duper easy. Again, you're going to need 2 pieces of filler paper. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut one in half because I don't need 2 full sheets of filler paper. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. And then I'll decide which half I want to make the trifold based on what I'm going to be tracking there. So let's go ahead and just pull out my slicer and then I'm going to cut it. Give myself a little bit space because when I add the washi, I don't want it to interfere with the lines. So I'm just going to slice it right here. And then I'll put that to the side because I don't think I'm going to be using this part. I think I want to use this part just so I can have another list on the trifold. And that could change. I could decide last minute that I want to use the other one. So let me quickly just decide based on what I've got going on because I do kind of like having the dot grid there as well. And so let me just quickly refer back to the one for today to see, or for this week to see kind of what worked for me. So as you can see, yeah, I used a piece of filler paper from the Teacher's Gonna Teach accessory pack, and then I used a just a half sheet that comes already standard as a half sheet, and then I trimmed off the place where it punches in. So I don't have any dot grid here, and that seemed to have worked for me. So maybe we should just keep it that way and use this as I thought from the beginning. So I'm going to trim off this little excess because my paper trimmer left a little bit of residue behind. So I'm just going to trim that off. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to take the washi and we are going to add the washi to the page. But of course, first we want to line it up just to make sure that it's all even. And then we can go ahead and add the washi. And what I do is I just give it a little bit of extra because I'll just end up cutting it off or folding it over, and that'll give me a little bit of extra support. And so you could technically do that. It's just flip it right on over, and then this will tell you if it's lined up or not. And so what I need to do is kind of shimmy it over because we want it to be completely lined up. There we go. And then once that is done, I can just either cut it if you want, or you can just take this and carry it right on over to the other side, which is probably the easiest method. And then I want to fold that just to give it just that little extra added security. All right, then once you've got that done, you can snip it off. Snip off the excess. All right, so that is done. So this is the trifold. And so as you can see, I don't like it to cover up the boxes or the lines here. So I was a little bit off somewhere. And so what I may do is, let me pull that tape off a little bit and see if I can get it lined up properly, because it's gonna annoy me. So what I'm thinking happened is just I didn't cut the page evenly when I put it through my paper trimmer, which is okay. All right, so there is the trifold. So you can go ahead and fold the page. And then make sure everything lines up the way you want it to line up. And of course, I'm going to trim off that extra. So there we go. So there's our trifold. So now we are ready to decorate. And so we also are going to want to fold it again. So I'm going to grab my planner, because again, it is supposed to be a trifold. Now you could just leave it like that if you want to just do it like that. But I like to see part of my spread for the additional week. And so I like to just fold it again. So that's what I'm going to do. So I just want to make sure everything is going to line up evenly. There we go. So that's perfect. So now I can pull it back out. And so now it's time to decide what you want to include on your particular half sheet or trifold, and then also what do you want showing first. So what I typically do is pop it in like this, and this actually folds this way, and then that folds this way. Just so when I pop it in, it looks like this, and I can just pull it open like that to see the entire spread, and it just functions better that way for me. So that is what I'm gonna do, but you don't have to do the same thing. You just do whatever works for you. All right, so we can go ahead and decorate this trifold now. Again, we've got stickers here from the dashboard stickers, but I was thinking initially that I want to put washi here, because this is not gonna, well, it could say keep on keeping on. That's fine. That is fine. I think I'm overthinking it. And so let me go ahead and figure out what I want to include in this week's trifold. And I typically include the same things. And the beautiful thing about the trifold is that you have a little bit more space to work with. And so to me, it just works out better that way. And so I want my menu planning stuff to be first, because I like to see what I'm making for dinner for the week first, and that just works better for me. And so what I typically do is write it in. So I don't necessarily have to add stickers to this page, but I can if I just want to jazz it up a little bit and make it look super cute. And then I can also write in the days of the week. So that is what I will do. All right, perfect. And then what I'll do down here is I'll just decorate it, or I'll leave it blank, or I'll write in miscellaneous things that I also want to keep track of. But I think that's super cute. And let's see what I can do to jazz it up even more. Just put some dashes here. I love playing with different fonts, and I'm still working on my hand lettering. I think I will always be working on my hand lettering, but I think it's kind of getting better. All right, so that looks good. And what I may write on the bottom is cuteness, and then I can add some stuff down here if I want to. Okay, so next thing is I want to determine where I want everything else to go. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do menu planning, of course, is here. On the back is going to be my grocery shopping list. This is going to be dedicated here to my personal to-dos, and this is gonna be dedicated to kids to-dos, making sure the routines are being done. And so anything related to the kids is gonna be here. Myself is gonna be here. And then on the back, this is gonna be for business. And so I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sections. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and write in or use stickers to indicate what each section represents. And that is pretty much it. So let's see what we can use here. Oh, I love this. Today will be great. And I'm just adding just some decor. And for some reason, y'all, this page is a little bit interesting because the stickers aren't pulling off like I want them to. So remember, oops, this is gonna fold like this. So this is the first thing that I'm going to see. And so I'm gonna just put this sticker down here just so it gives me a little pop of inspiration. And let's see, I may wanna go into a different sticker book. Yeah, this one seems to be universal. All right, so I've got that done, got the kids to do done. And so basically, I might want to add some checklists to separate each child. So I will add pink for Addison because of course she loves pink. And then I'll add yellow for Malachi because I never use yellow and I like to switch it up sometimes. Sometimes these stickers just do not want to come off of the page. So I'm going to put my oldest first. And then Addison second. And then I will write each kid's name. All right, so that is done. Write a little arrow here, let me know to look at this. Today will be great. All right, so that side is done. And so now we need to work on this side. So again, this is my grocery list. And then this is going to be dedicated to business stuff. So I'm also going to use some checklists, I think, over here. So this is going to be for to film, so I can schedule out my videos. To film. And then I like to put the days of the week. And I sometimes like to do a Saturday video, so we'll see how it goes, but I like to at least put it there just in case. Okay, and then the bottom here, I think I'm going to dedicate to blog stuff. So let's write blog. And I will schedule out my blog stuff here. Once I get in the routine of things, because I still kind of feel like I'm trying to figure out my whole schedule with blogging and all that I have going on. So I'm going to use a purple checklist. And I'm going to schedule out my blog posts. And then I'm going to use this for business to-dos with my shop. And then also anything social media or just anything that I have to do business related. So I will write shops here. That looks good. All right, yeah, that looks good. I'm not gonna think too deep about it. And so that is pretty much it. I'm thinking besides grocery shopping is gonna be here. So let me see what I can do to jazz this thing up. And so that way it looks super cute and it's still functional. Okay, how about this to buy? So I'm going to put this to buy down here because this will be for random to buys, and I don't typically have that many random to buys during the week. And then up here will be for just regular grocery shopping. And so let's put this sticker here that says shopping. And maybe a grocery bag. Let's see how it goes with the decor. because it's brown. I don't know if it's gonna fit that well. I don't really like it. Don't really like it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now let me just go back in and see if I want to add some decor here and there, because I like to make it look really cute if possible. That's cute enough. And then shopping. Don't necessarily need to add anything for that. And then I think I want to do, on my personals to-dos, I want to do a don't forget. So that way anything really, really important that I want to not forget, I can put there. And again, all of this stuff gets transferred to my weekly spread when I get ready to do my planning. This is kind of just my snapshot of the week, and then also how I pre-plan for the week. So if I get this done early enough, which I try to do it Sundays, but it would be great if I can get it done even earlier, so that way I can just start writing things in as I start thinking of things. So this is very essential to my planning. I almost feel like I can function with just this, a half sheet, and I'll be okay. But of course, it would be no fun just doing it that way. So I like to have my regular planner as well. So I'm going to just add some random stickers here and there just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And then we will be done. And I don't know if Addison's going to be having homework anytime soon, but I know Malachi will. And so I definitely want to keep track of that so I can help them to stay on track of what they need to be doing. Otherwise, I don't think they would, or he would do homework if I didn't stay on track of it or stay on top of it. So I definitely want to remind myself to remind him to do his homework. And I think that's pretty much it for this week. In terms of my half sheet and how I want it decorated, I think I'm good. And we do libraries on Wednesday, and so today is Wednesday. I'm filming this video probably a few days before you will see it. And so we are going to be picking up a book that the kids are going to be reading. And so what I'm thinking I'll do here, I just want to line it up, is I will put the book name that they picked out that they will be reading. So that will work out perfectly. All right, so I think I'm done, guys. I think if I keep going, it's going to get crazy. But I do feel the need to add a couple more things before I finish this up. And I'm just going to add this last little box here because I want to take note of any thing that I want to stand out on this to-do list. I will track it there. So I think I'm done, guys. I think it's really super cute and I'm loving the color. I love this filler paper from the Happy Planner. It's really super cute and vibrant. And so again, this is how it will fold. And so that way I will see my menu for the week first. And then when I open up, I'll see my personal to-do list, the kids to-do list. And then when I open it up this way, I'll see my shopping grocery list. I'll see what I need to do for my chops. And then I can fold it over like that to see what I need to film, what I'm blogging about, and all that good stuff. So let me pull that off because that didn't quite work out well. And I'm going to just reposition that. So that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you think it's super cute. I love half sheets, and I just thought this trifold was brilliant, so I had to implement it. And so I did it for, again, this current week, and I'm doing it for next week, and then I'll probably be back to my half sheets, my regular half sheets. And typically I like to use a menu planning half sheet along with a regular colorful half sheet or whatever I decide. And so we'll be back to that, and we'll just kind of rotate things, add this particular type of style as well as my normal half half sheet style and everything will work out just fine. But I think this is really cute. We've got an extra sheet left over for the next half sheet trifold that I may want to do in my spread. So again, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you got a little bit of inspiration out of it and you found something you want to use in your planner, and you will give me a big thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to my channel. So thanks again guys for watching. I really do appreciate you, and I hope that you will join me on the next video, in which case I will see you then.